Hello and welcome back to the channel. We've just rested here at our base at Hangman's Alley, and I'm going to do just a little bit of cooking and crafting and settlement manage before we head out into the wasteland. Again, thanks for following along. I appreciate everyone who's following along and subscribed, but I would just ask that you please check to make sure you are still subscribed and your notifications are still turned on. I've seen reports from other creators that they have suddenly and mysteriously had viewers unsubscribe and have heard that their notifications have been turned off, so please double check that for me. I did notice that I took a bit of a dip in subscribers, so I'm not sure if that's going on, so please double check that for me. I really appreciate it. So all of that being said, let's go ahead and get into our thinking caps and do some cooking and crafting.
You're very happy, Mum, and I should know.
Let's see if we have enough. We'll check later and see if we have enough for squirrel stew. There we go. Although it looks like we're running low on potatoes. Hopefully maybe we'll come across a few. So much for cooking. Now time for a little settlement management. We can see that we have 4 people, 4 food, but only 3 water and 3 power and 4 beds. I'd like to get this settlement up to 6 people. I do still have the settlement beacon on. So we do need to make a few more beds. We have a couple right here. So okay, let's see if we can add some beds. There, we now should have 6 beds, which is good. And then let's rearrange where our water sources are. They're kind of in the way where they are at. There's one, and we need to make another one. There, we'll just put them side by side. And just for cosmetics reasons, maybe let's put some walls up here. That way these people can sleep in peace. There, how about that? Okay, so now that we've done all of that, hello Cogsworth. Let's see about helping out the folks at Diamond City by working on some of their quests. We'll turn that one on. Let's go to hardware store and see if we can't get some of that paint for Abbot, as that seems to just be down the road here from Hangman's Alley. And here is Mass Pike Tunnel West, which is what we were asked to empty out. I believe that we currently, if we go to, okay, we have bloatfly meat. I wonder if, remember we were asked to get some bloatfly parts. I think that's going to be part of our junk. Oh, Let's put on our adventure gear. Now, one thing you can do, I guess maybe I should have covered this earlier, is you can rename your armor. And one thing you can do is maybe put the number 1 in front of everything so that you want to currently wear, so that it's all together and easy to put back on. Or you could just put an A. As you can see, everything is in alphabetical order. If you just put the letter A in front of everything that you want to keep. So let's find our way to Hardware Town. Cogsworth, there you go. Here is the route to Diamond City.
Plenty of shops inside the city.
So from Diamond City, we want to head out this way. Uh-oh. I hear someone calling for help.
She's going to die. She needs help. Somebody please help. She's hurt. Somebody please help. She's hurt. Hurry. She's in here. Please help.
Oh.
You meant to leave that rubbish where you found it.
Here we are. I hear you calling.
Huh? Here it is.
Uh-oh.
What the?
Who's shooting at us?
Come on, girl.
Oh, Cogsworth, what are you doing? Come back out here. We're not ready to investigate that yet. Looks like an apartment building that's been taken over by raiders. We can see some of their handiwork there.
Act, huh?
Now, where was that person pleading for help? So normally, we would find a settler out here begging for help and asking us to come inside here of Hardware Town to help them out, that there's somebody hurt inside. And, of course, Lucy would respond immediately to anyone, any settler in need of help. So let's go in.
She's right back here. Hurry.
Hurry. We're right back here where?
Hey! I told you to bring him in for a basement. Shut up! We're headed this way now. Be ready.
Oh, sounds like a trap.
What? It's taking so long. I don't know. Maybe you should go check it out.
You don't think I will?
All right, let's see if one of these raiders is brave enough to come check this out.
What's the point of hiding back here? Why the hell don't we just shoot them in the head the second they step through the door? Can't believe they're only giving me half.
All right, there's one down. See if we can get another sneak kill on another one. So it's 3 down real quick. We'll come back and loot later. There's tons to loot here. Slow down, Cogsworth. We're going to try to go in stealthy. So it looks like they are through there. Although I did see... Looks like that's where they came through. Do we see anybody else? Cogsworth, do not go through that doorway. Come back this way. Thank you. Anybody I'm not seeing? Mini nukes. Oh my goodness. Well, let's take the high ground and see what we see.
Come out and nice try. I was just getting warmed up.
And that looked like that could have been the settler that was standing outside the door to try to lure us in. I'm seeing another waypoint says 23 feet that way. Oh, that's the paint.
Care to poke around a bit, Mum?
Yes.
There's quite an abundance of stuff here that may prove useful.
Well, that's the first time that Cogsworth has approved of any of our looting activities. So we can kind of jump here, jump here, jump here. So lots of booze, that's good. Don't see anybody else. So we can jump back down. I would check all of these, all the appliances. Let's see. Some Psycho, some Jet, some 50 cal. So that's everything that's along that wall. If we check down here, we see that there's a basement. And a back room. If you want to be sneaky, you can come in the back door. That's another way to take out these raiders.
If there's a use to that, I'll eat my hat.
Well, you now have a hat to eat, Cogsworth. There's nothing back this way. Oh, there is. Sorry. Don't really need that hunting rifle, but the ammo is appreciated. Don't need a shot glass. A cap stash. Don't mind if I do. Now, we did get this crate, right? Yes. Duct tape, always welcome. And we see that there's this bit of shelving that has collapsed. Let's go back around. Ooh, bobby pins. Don't mind if I do. Some silver. Now, if we go around, it is possible to jump up here. And we see there's a safe. So don't miss the safe. Wow.
That's it.
On the first try, too. We'll leave that. Pipe pistol. Don't really need that. So that's pretty much all of this room. Oh, stop it. So now we can go down to this basement that they were talking about. As you can see, oh, well, before we do, let's go over to this corner. And here is the paint. So we get some yellow paint and some blue paint. And some blue paint and some yellow paint. And some yellow paint. And some blue paint.
Hell yeah.
And then we go to the paint mixer and make green paint. All right, so we've made paint, several batches of green paint. That appears to be the correct color for Abbot. So we've solved that part of our... We can see here's all the dead, stripped settlers they've managed to lure in, along with some who have become skeletized at this point. The smell can't be good down here, but these bodies look pretty fresh, so I don't know how long their operation has been in place. We heard the raiders mentioning that the decoy was supposed to bring them in through the basement. See more blood here. So if we hop through this door, take that for the gear. Don't need a yardstick. And around here we see an opening to the fins outdoor. Here's stairs leading up. We'll investigate that in a minute.
Yes.
We see some nasty water here, flooded part of the basement. Nothing over there we want to investigate. So let's go up these stairs. And here's where we see the dead raider.
Well, he certainly doesn't need that anymore.
No, he does not. But we're getting lots of good scrap for our settlement. Here's a weapons workbench and an armor workbench. Fans. You know how I appreciate the fans. Don't need any bones. You can see here's the head in the water cooler. Typical Raider type stuff. We see here's this door. I think somehow did we miss this area? We'll have to come back. You know what a completionist I am. I believe we're okay with aluminum. I'll pick it up anyways, just in case. Is this the kitchen of tomorrow? Some tricycles. I see some duct tape. You know I want that. I guess these were perhaps employees at the time when the bombs dropped. Like I said, I think we pretty much got everything we want off of him. Although they are pretty well armed. If you want to take these. Oh, he's got his arm around her. Several people, as they were clamoring, I guess, to get away from the blast. It's always kind of a sad scene here in the wasteland. We see the narrative of what happens when the bombs dropped. Here are some weights if we needed lead, which we don't really need. So nothing here. So, as I mentioned, let's see if we can't find our way around to this area here. Looks like there's a walkway down. Not sure how I missed that, but... Oh, it's through here. Ooh, definitely want the blast radius game. Is it a hole through the ceiling there? Yeah, we definitely want that cap stash. Thank you very much. And here's a collapsed path down into the basement. Okay, we were already there. Let's go back up here and explore this upstairs area. Oh, an advanced lock.
Sweet.
And this safe.
Don't think I can pick this.
Oh my, we'll definitely have to up our lock picking game, I guess. Here's finally ran into a safe we couldn't pick. There's an office with a steamer trunk. Maybe a little murder hole right there. Shoot down through anybody that walks in. And we get a picket fences. We now can build high-tech lights at our settlements.
You're looking smarter already, Mum.
Why, thank you, Cogsworth. I don't know. We have the carry weight. Perhaps we'll go ahead and take a bunch of this Raider armor. Wine. We needed whiskey. Bobby pins, always need those. Snubnose 44. So all in all, a pretty good haul here at Hardware Town. Lots of stuff for us to resell. That's all good. Wonder if we can fall down through the floor right there. Will it let us? No, we're going to have to go back. Here we go. Cogsworth, I need you to carry some stuff.
Hey,
Miss Lucy? Of course.
Why don't you carry all this armor that we're collecting? As well as some of this junk. Prefer road leather to raider leather, but you know, I guess beggars can't be choosers. Our settlers are just going to get what they get. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. Is that the way it works? Raider psychos and Demo. I guess Demo is the leader of these raiders. Then where was the one that was? Here's the one that was attempting to lure us in, dressed as a settler, now labeled as Raider Scum. Oh, how did I miss that? All right, so pretty exciting days here at Hardware Town. Again, pretty good haul. And let's go ahead and head back. Well, let's see if we go directly east. Let's see if we can't at least get the discovery bonus for this, so we can come back and clear it out later. Let's see, that would be says it's 75 feet this way. Also, if you do attempt to come in the back of Hardware Town, we'll go around the back way. Here's that exit that we saw. There's usually, you get let in on a pretty funny exchange between the raiders. There are some raiders guarding the back door.
You see the last one we tried to pull in with all the grenades?
Oh, no, I was out doing my rounds. What about him?
Well, Becca pulled him into the front of the store, and everything seemed fine, right? He must have got spooked or something, because he suddenly starts throwing grenades everywhere.
What? What'd you guys do?
That's the thing. It turns out they weren't grenades at all. They were just rocks. He was making the sounds with his mouth. Pins being pulled, the whole 9 yards.
That's fucking nuts. Did you guys take him out?
No, we just stood there. We couldn't believe what we were seeing. After he threw about a half a dozen rocks near the back of the store, he started making machine gun noises and backing toward the door. Once he got outside, it sounded like he pretended to get on a motorcycle, which of course didn't start right away. Then he took off toward the freeway at what sounded like full throttle, shifting gears
That's
and everything.
insane. How does someone like that survive out here at all?
I don't know. There's some lunatics out there, though.
All right. So, let's see if we can't sneak up on these guys. They're probably right on the other side of this truck. Oh, there goes the element of surprise.
No,
Nothing there now. What do you think?
I don't know. Jump in a shower.
Yeah.
But this is the back door of Hardware Town.
I don't start talking.
So to sneak in the back, you have to take these guys out first. Cogsworth, don't mess with my sneak.
You hear that? Someone there?
This should be fun!
It was fun. Headshot at him. See what these guys have to offer up.
Well, hello there.
All right, he does have some road leathers. We'll see what his buddy has. We'll let him be. And then it says it's 39 feet this way. Ooh, buff out. Don't mind if I do. What's going on here? Feral ghoul. Looks like some kind of raider outpost. Ah. Where are you, Cogsworth? We're overweight again already.
Hey,
Miss Lucy?
Oh, let's check these trash cans. Then what's going on right here? All right, we get the discovery bonus, which is really all we wanted. Don't want to get into a huge gunfight here right now. We'll come back and clear all this out later. Although it looks like these guys have been dealing with a ghoul problem. Seem to have handled it pretty well. Is that whiskey? Please be whiskey. Ah. All right. Like I said, we'll come back and explore all this later. Hanging a mannequin. These raiders and their mannequins. I just don't get it. Okay. So let's do a quick trip back to Hangman's Alley. And again, we're always going to be transported back to this door. It's a lot easier to defend and for your settlers to defend the other door, so that's why I endure the pain of having to run around the other door every time I fast travel here. In the end, it's going to be worth it. Hey.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
hi.
General.
So, a Minuteman patrol. How about that? The Minutemen are out in action. So let's go ahead and store our junk. Okay, Cogsworth, let's go ahead and get your
Hey.
stuff.
Mum? What's mine is yours, Mum.
That is true. Let's take it all. But while you're
What's up?
here,
I'm all ears.
I want to give you your hat back. Where's your bowler hat? I just feel better with you wearing it. I'll come back here and arm these settlers off camera. Won't take up your time with that. But since we are heading back to Diamond City, let's load up on some stuff to sell. All this pre-war food. And what kind of cigarettes have we got going? Packs of cigarettes, that's good. All right. Oh, let's also make sure. I didn't know if the bloatfly glands that we took, because we'll want to turn those in too. Here we go. Got some bloatfly glands that we can turn in. And let's head over to Diamond City and turn in these quests. Yes, we seem to be making a difference here in the wasteland. We noticed a Minuteman patrol. So you never know, they could randomly come in handy as we patrol the wasteland. So all our settlement building is paying off. And you know, I guess I could have just fast traveled into Diamond City Market. That may have been the quicker way. But we'll just do this fast travel. Don't need to go in guns blazing. Oh, what's going on here?
Are you sure about this? I am not a normal girl.
My dear, you're perfect. I only wish I had realized that sooner.
Then by the power invested in me, I pronounce you man and wife.
Mr. Zawicki and Edna.
I realized how much she meant to me until
I
she
think
said
I know what
something.
this love is now.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad we could
Edna.
help.
I'm so happy.
Mr. Zawicki?
Hey, Mr. Zawicki.
I don't care what anyone says. We're in love.
Well, that's great.
That a real Volt suit? Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, I think those Bulbra brothers are looking nuts. You wouldn't last an hour out there. I'll take my chances on this side of the Green Guardian. Thanks.
The Bobo brothers are looking for me.
Hope you didn't run into any trouble getting here. That bridge across the river. Super mutants use it as an ambush point.
No? Well, okay, that's good to know.
The hub of trade
If you're
Oh.
thinking safety, a long-range rifle lets you stay in cover and out of sight. But you might want a secondary weapon for flexibility.
Thank you. Not
right
interested.
now.
Well, we're always here.
Well,
You've been asking questions.
let's get into our selling attire. Oh no, I hear a radio. Where is it that we need to turn this radio off immediately?
All right, got plenty of supplies.
Heard it for a second. Okay, well, we'll sell to you then.
Let's see what you got.
Odds and ends.
Oh, it's a 50 cal bolt action pipe rifle. Maybe we will keep that. Now we already have a... Okay, that's a muzzled, powerful. We already have a calibrated powerful, so that pistol can be sold. Oh, sorry. Wasn't paying attention. We went over our budget. Let's see, $4. That's $10, $12. Oh, one more dollar. That's close enough. We'll leave you with $2 for now.
Spotters, right here.
You know, a shotgun's great insurance against raiders, but I got a lot of options here.
Well, Lucy's more comfortable with vault weapons like the 10 mil and the Overseer's Guardian. We like to stick with those.
Let's take a look.
Feel free to test the grips.
I don't believe we have any apparel we want to sell. This ribeye steak, it cures a lot, but it weighs a whole pound. Let's see, we got about 50 more bucks. I'm going to call that close enough. All right. Oh, here at the schoolhouse also, I'm sorry, I neglected to show you.
Something bad went down in the old Museum of Witchcraft up near Salem.
We have to force our way past the security guard, and we see that all of this stuff is marked as steel. However, there's this magazine right here that we can take.
Excellent.
It gives our robot companions 5% more damage. That'll help us with Cogsworth. Excellent.
Henry and Sally had 4 mule fruits, and they cut them all up into 4 slices each. How many slices
16.
do they have?
That's easy.
Ah, but what if Henry and Sally have 20 slices, but they only have
Okay, so that's all for... Sorry, I forgot to stop by. I stopped and talked about him being a security officer for the store, but forgot to run in and grab that magazine. That certainly could have helped us as we went around the wasteland. Okay, so...
I ain't your friend, Scabba.
All right, that's good. We need to...
My friends say outside is smell, but you don't smell at all.
Why, thanks, Pete. So past here, we want to run around and talk to Abbot. We now have his paint for him.
You're back. You find that paint?
I did.
Wasn't easy, but I found some, yeah.
Now that's damn fine news. Why don't you go ahead and paint the first stroke? Let's see how the shade matches up.
All right. So, you have to go up to the wall here.
Abbot.
That's a good shade of green. The wall sure seems happy with it.
You think that's enough paint to last you?
Should be enough for a good coat or two. That'll have to do for now. There's your payment, and a little bonus for getting the right shade of green. Don't do anything with it I wouldn't do.
Didn't quite level up, but maybe we will. Let's see if we can get to the Science Center before it closes.
I don't recognize you. Something I can do for you?
We got some short-term memory loss?
Don't you remember me?
No, can't say I do. Did you need something from the Science Center?
Well, I have this bloatfly gland.
Yeah, I have this bloatfly gland. You asked for it?
A field trip, of course. Oh, wonderful. Let me just take... These glands are definitely the product of adaptation to radioactive exposure. Maybe our own insides have adapted as well. Wouldn't that be something? Here's a little reward for my new junior scientist.
Yay! So we completed a couple of quests here. Got some caps.
Excuse me, Professor Scara?
Dr. Duff handles all the visitors. Bother her.
Oh, okay. Well, enough of that said. Y'all seem to have a pretty complicated relationship.
You're responsible for that new coat of green on the wall. Looks nice.
Well, thanks. Well, there, as you could heard from the gossip around town, the Dobrev brothers are looking for us, but that's going to have to wait for another time. Let's go ahead and travel back to... We'll travel back to our base at Hangman's Alley and call it a day. Again, thanks for following along. I appreciate all of you and all of the views and all of the comments and all of the likes. It's really helping the channel grow. As I said, please do your best to get the word out, and let's see if we can't get those subscriptions up to 1,000 by the end of the year. 1,000 by Christmas would be great. That's kind of the goal. Let's keep the channel growing, and we will see you in the next video.